What's going on, guys? Welcome to Mission Fitness CrossFit Elemental, and today we have the pioneer from Mission Fitness, the one and only Joe, the creator for this gym, our home gym right here in Livingston, New Jersey. Joe, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. We've been trying to have you here for a while, but our schedules didn't line up or whatever. Yep. I apologize for that.
It's all good. It's all good.
Tell us a little bit about how this madness started.
Well, let's see. I started CrossFit in September 2009. Just came from conventional training and got into CrossFit. Went into do a free trial at a gym down in Montclair, and it was pretty underground at the time. CrossFit, not a lot of people knew about it. I had met a person that was just got into it, and he was all fired up about it, and I'm like, I got to go check this stuff out. So I went down and did a free class, and
fell in love with it afterwards.
Yeah, had my ass handed to me basically. So the training I was doing was great as far as my strength and stuff, but the cardio didn't.
Mobility.
The aerobic capacity didn't match up, and the muscle endurance didn't match up. So I kind of crawled back into that office and signed up that day, and that started the CrossFit journey. And
what age? How old were you when you started?
I was 49 at the time.
You started at 49 years old?
Yeah, right at 49. Started CrossFit.
Wow.
And then that first year was when they introduced the Masters division in CrossFit. I'd only been CrossFitting for not even 7 months at the time.
When the Masters started?
When they first had the first go with Masters. And so some of the people I trained with at the gym there said, hey, you should try this, pretty good. So I did the qualifier and made it to qualified to go to the games. And
wow.
Competed out in California. They moved it to, because originally they used to have it at Aromas.
Wow. That was back in 2009, 2010?
Yeah. So prior to that, when I started getting into CrossFit, and I'm watching videos of Jason Khalipa, a young Jason Khalipa, and it's out in the farm. Dave Castro's parents have a farm out there.
Yeah.
They actually held it on the farm. So when I first qualified, it was still going to be there, and I was pretty excited about going to that environment. Man, watching it on.
And first of all, you've never been there before.
Yeah,
right?
I mean it's raw. It's a farm. It's dirty. You're
grinding 24/7.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of what CrossFit was when I first got into it. It had that mystique about it, and the people that were there to cheer you on, you could literally reach and touch them.
Jesus.
Now you're in venues
big stadium
that are so
venues.
big. So I was kind of bummed. By the time we got to go, they changed the venue because so many people now were starting to get into it and wanted to see it. They moved it to Carson, to the Staples Center, I believe it was.
The Staples Center.
So yeah, went there and had a chance to compete, and
you haven't
I
stopped
came in
since then.
12th. yeah, in the world. So that was pretty cool to do that.
Damn.
Yep. And watched Rich Froning, who would have had another win, fall off the rope. We were sitting literally at that point. We were in the stands watching on that event that he fell from the rope. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Yes, the one that Froning actually fell. Yeah.
I
saw the YouTube
That's
video.
before they put the soft cushions now and stuff at the bottom.
So you guys were just right there.
Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. Yeah, watching. He was amazing to watch how that guy can move. And to this day,
He's still. I know one of the what was it called, the workouts that they did. I think it was 52.2 or 52.3, the one that he did. He still did it like under like 11, 23 minutes. I'm like, this is just. And that guy, how old is he got right now? He's pretty old right now, right?
He's in his
40s.
Is he the 40 or late 30s, or early
Something like
40s
that.
somewhere?
But you started at 40s, and now you are.
I'll be 66 in September.
Jesus
so,
Christ!
Yeah,
And you still move better than a lot of us.
You know what? That's just the key. Is just to try to keep moving. It's a key point, and these guys are going to be. You guys will all be so much better for it, for doing that. But yeah, so I had gotten into CrossFit, and then it is something that you love. It's a passion. Training and loved everything about the environment. So then just decided I wanted to have my own place.
Is it consistency, discipline, or motivation? Or it has switched over the years?
I'm gonna you know what? It's really it's passion. I think is a
mix,
a better term for that success. Motivation isn't the tell-all. It takes passion and discipline.
It's what drives you to continue coming.
If you don't have a passion for something, and you could be naturally good at something, but if you don't have a passion for it, somewhere along the line it'll
go away. You deviate from it.
It'll go away. For me, I think that's how I look at things and define it in my life. How I try to move through life.
Now, from 2009 to now, that you're above 60, right? Has your nutrition has anything to do with working out also?
Oh, absolutely. It all goes hand in hand, and we can get away with things when we're younger, and it's funny because I'm going to say when I was younger at 50, when I started this, the things I could get away with in eating, how I warmed up, I trained 6-7 days a week. Jeez. Running with some young guys, and that's what got me to where I was so quick in the CrossFit style training. A couple of members are here. You take Denny, Denny, right? Hell, I was only 50. How young could he have been? Him and Candace weren't even married. They met there. They weren't. So what you can do at all those young ages, what you learn, and sometimes it's a hard pill to swallow, is that I am getting older. I have to train differently. I have to eat differently. I have to recover. Recovery is huge.
Stretching.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. Even through my 50s, my warm up to get ready, for squatting and stuff, especially. I took more time there, because the mobility, my shoulders. By the time I got into CrossFit, I never had to worry about doing snatches. I never did them before. When I had to start learning that, you're like, holy crap, I put my arm up and it doesn't want to
go all the way.
And so then you realize, well, I got to put more time into mobility. All those years of just doing conventional lifting. Yeah, you look great. You got good muscle density, but you have no mobility because we didn't do it. We didn't have to do it.
So would you say that CrossFit has changed you in a good way?
Oh yes, absolutely, absolutely. There's a lot of people that want to hate on it and bang on it.
You're one of those that love it.
I can tell most people that I talk to, I've been your age and done things that you still haven't done.
True.
Again, coming from conventional training, I know when I got into CrossFit, the people that were still doing conventional gym training, they haters. Oh, you guys, your pull-ups. I was doing strict pull-ups before most of those people even thought
before even anything of that.
Kipping just allowed me to do 30 of them in a row.
Without stopping.
I embraced that. I embrace learning new things and challenges and stuff. And the people, I think a lot of them, if it's not for you, that's fine.
It's not for everybody.
You don't have to hate on it because
You can't do it, or you don't want to do it.
Because you can't do it. You know, it's like people that say, oh, I don't want to squat. I want my legs to get too big. Excuse me?
Who told you that? Who lied?
That's such a bullshit lie. I mean, can I say that?
No, it's all good. Yeah.
You know, it's
Free spirit.
dude. I mean, look at my legs. They were a lot bigger than this, but not that much bigger.
But now
And I squatted a lot of people.
The misperception that they have.
people.
They have misperception of
Well,
CrossFit.
no, they don't want to. Nobody wants to lower the bar, put it on their back, and be reminded of how weak they are.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You don't want to. You want to bench all day long, but you don't want to squat. I always squatted.
I always squatted too.
Out of the 3 lifts, especially when I was competing in powerlifting, my bench was my weakest lift. Where most people that are short like me, they have benches that are 300, 350.
Yours was squatting.
Now I got a 420 squat, 460 deadlift, and I had a 240 bench.
That's completely
And that's at
different.
57. So,
Jesus.
you know, I'll take those numbers
Any day,
all
definitely.
day long. You know,
I mean, I'm 35 and I'm still trying to reach those numbers, so like that's incredible. And another question that I have, Joe, is how was it when you started from conventional training into CrossFit? Do you have any ego? Do you had any ego, like in regards like learning, being a good student into the sport?
I fortunately, for all the pitfalls I have in my personality, shortcomings, I never had a problem with being open-minded and learning. You know, when I took on CrossFit, it was everything was new. I'll give you an instance. The first official workout I ever did was Helen in a class, regular class, because you used to go through foundations before you could even enter into a
Techniques
class.
and all that.
Right? Yeah. First workout I get to do. I'll never forget it. It's on a Saturday. I come in, and it's got running in it. It's 3 rounds, 400-meter run. 12 is it? 12. Can't even remember. It's a benchmark workout. 12 pull-ups and 21 kettlebell swings, something like that. Well, I'm the last one out the door, and I'm the last one in the door.
Jeez.
Now, I'm an athletic person. I'm a competitive person. It just kills you every which way. But little by little, you go from the back of the pack
To the front.
to the middle of the pack to
Towards
the front of the pack.
That is true.
And even then, I'll never forget, the guy that owned Gorilla Fitness out of Montclair, Greg, who's a good friend of mine. There was a couple other athletes in there. There's a woman, Mickey Schultz, probably one of the best competitors. There's a difference between being the best competitor and the best athlete.
And what's the difference?
You understand that? Is that watching people that put it all out there.
No matter what.
No matter what.
No matter what.
She was by far one of the best people.
She'll put it all out.
She came out in the street to get me as I was dying having on that 400-meter run back.
And she said, let's go.
But, being around like-minded people like that brings your level up very fast.
Yeah.
And then she was a good athlete. They sent a team to the games that year. She was on that team.
Oh, wow.
And Greg, the owner, one day came to us and, we don't, she was pretty much the same way. She just, a good athlete, not about any of the bling or, the being praised. But
she just wanted to give 100 every time.
He said, you guys, set an example for everybody. Everybody looks up to you. You need to be in the front, and not in a bad way.
Yeah.
It was, again, a hell of an experience.
I think not everybody is built that way for someone to come in and try to teach them. Like personally, I was really stubborn with weight, or I had my ego.
Men typically are the hardest to coach.
And then,
because their egos just get in the way.
Even to see Trish when she's doing powerlifting and I'm like, and she's correcting me. At the beginning, I was like, I could do more weight. And she was like, no, you can't. You got to do better weight. And I always say this in every time that I come with anybody. I'm like, even my brother, Edwin, try to get through my brain or through my head. It was really hard. But even you, like, I wanted to do, like, what's it called? I was trying to do ring muscle ups. And I know I couldn't. And learning, it has to bring you down a little bit for you to go back up again stronger.
Yeah, you have to swallow your pride a little bit,
Yeah.
and your ego.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, as a coach, that's one of the hardest things to do.
Because you're still coaching now. You're still coaching,
but
which
having
is
the nerve to go up to guys, men, because again, typically men are harder to coach because, especially if they have a training background, because they come in and they, if there's somebody next to them doing more weight,
they want to go next.
They want to do it, and they're not there yet.
Yeah.
And I went through it.
Watching
Watching people blow by me, power clean more than when I first started cleaning. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. It was terrible, And Greg would come over, and the coaches there would strip the bar down.
Correct your technique.
Yeah, and that's a kudos to coaches that can
Definitely.
tell guys, hey, I don't care. You're not doing that weight. You have to, because if they get banged up, they
ain't coming back.
They're not coming back.
They're gonna get hurt.
And that's bad word always travels faster than good word.
That's true.
And CrossFit everybody always wants to jump. Oh, you see, I told you you're gonna get hurt
because they didn't listen.
You didn't listen.
You got to leave your ego behind before you come into the. That's why there's no mirrors here, I guess.
Well, you know what? You ain't doing this stuff and looking in the mirror at the same
is
time,
true.
because then you're not getting work done.
That's what my brother told me one day. He's like, "This is not where you're gonna come in here, look at yourself working out. You're gonna work out and then you're gonna go
When
and
it's
look at
all
yourself
over
at
and you
home."
go in the men's room, ladies' room, then you can worry about what it looks like.
Yeah, and you look like hell.
Yeah.
you look like you just went through
Yeah,
hell.
exactly.
So, 2009, you started CrossFit. At what year you decided to commit into CrossFit and open your own gym?
It was 2014. Well, I started thinking about it, probably a year ahead of time on that. Then, started looking for spaces and stuff, and that's how it all.
That's how it started.
Festers up and stuff, and it's again, you have to have a passion for it. A lot of people think they have a passion for it, or have a passion for business.
And they don't know what it takes.
It takes work. So, a lot of people think businesses run themselves.
And they
Especially CrossFit went through a boom because, the early gyms that started, like Greg, these guys started when nobody even knew.
It was like a
CrossFit
box gym. That's what they used to call them.
And here's a guy that came from Wall Street.
That's crazy.
But ground up, loved it. He has a passion for it. Built that business, and to this day, probably one of the best gyms in
New Jersey,
and around, and definitely in New Jersey, without a doubt. But there's a passion. So as CrossFit built, everybody saw gyms, and they were exploding, and some people just saw it as a money
making,
thing.
and not
If you open a gym or you open it, you have to. You're doing business to make money. I get it. But you still have to kind of love what you do, because if you don't have a passion for it, people see and feel that, especially in this environment. If it's just about money, I don't think you're going to survive, me personally. And I think it showed itself during COVID.
That you survived.
A lot of gyms, if your members felt like they were just members and they were just a membership fee, those people took off when COVID hit. We survived because our members, we had a very small attrition rate, considering through that time members continued to pay membership fees, which kept us going, and hung in there during we're doing Zoom classes. But you know what? And that's what people want to make fun of. They call it the cult. It's the community. People were so happy to see each other on Zoom.
Yeah, and for the pandemic.
I'll tell you what, that was an amazing thing.
At that moment.
To see that the way things were, where people couldn't go out and have human contact,
It was different.
the value of just a Zoom was enough to get people.
Bye.
We would, get together, same 6 a.m. class. I would come here and do it to get that, to give them that feel.
Yeah.
We could have, some people were doing it out of their houses, and for me,
It wasn't.
no, it wasn't where I came in here and I did it right from the gym, so it
felt right
for me, that's how I roll, so it's a little different.
from the heart. So then that's how you survive. And then,
Yeah, and again, it goes back to passion. I mean, it's a business, you want to make money, but you still got to have a passion for it. And again, then you got to be willing to run it. It doesn't run itself. People just think it's it's a gym. But is it?
no.
No, there's
It's a lot of things that you got to go into.
There's a lot of things that got to happen.
I've seen after my brother took over for you.
Yeah, and
it's
he's got a great passion for it, and
He does.
willing to do the work.
And he has people around him, like Coach Edwin. He has a bunch of
You
people
do.
around him
You
that
got to be surrounded. Your coaches that are around you.
willing to work with you.
Yeah. I had
Mainly.
friends that helped me build this place.
I know
They
you
have
told
a lot of blood and sweat and
we're
tears in
we're
this
gonna be
place.
putting some of the pictures in our website because I want them to see
Oh, it didn't look
the beginning to what it is
It
right
didn't look
now.
anything like this, man. If you saw this place when we got it, broke floors,
Did
in the
bathrooms,
bathroom, oh my
walls,
God.
everything. It was a
1,
different
2
color.
1, 2 o'clock in the morning working here to get it going. But
How does it feel? Like even though that you are part of it, you are like the main story of this place. How do you feel coming to work out here, and feel like you have done something that have stayed around,
Well, that was my main thing.
like a legacy, kind of?
Yeah, after I was separated, from my original partner and stuff, I didn't want to see this go away, and I could have easily just walked away. I don't need it for my. It's not how I make my living.
Definitely.
It's what I love to do, and building this community, and I just didn't know how to tell people, hey, you're not going to have this place to go to anymore.
That's true.
They loved it. So for me, it's always just meant I just want to see it survive. But I was at a point, in my life where I was looking to slow down, and that was always my plan. Is around this age,
Slow
to
down.
be able to hand it off, sell it or hand it off to somebody that to
But
continue it.
For your 60s, I mean, come on, really?
Well, yeah.
Slow down. We've seen you work out.
Well,
we know.
it is, when I say slow down is, the responsibility of
Yeah.
the ownership
It's
and
different.
stuff. It needs young blood. It needs, you guys are
A different
much better.
perspective.
Gio is better with social media. That's the way you drive things now. Me, I'm not a tech person. I barely figure out how to sign on to things. I'm a dinosaur living in a different age. So Gio is a great fresh breath that he's already done so many changes, improvements.
Definitely.
And again, it's his. I want him to. He doesn't have to. I always had this conversation with him. You don't have to call it Mission Fitness anymore if you don't want to.
Oh no, he definitely wanted to keep the name. I know that
Yeah.
for sure. He feels like it's the legacy. He just wants to take it to the next level. And obviously, like we're here to help out as much as we can. And this is part of it too.
And
This
it's
is
all, listen, you
wanna
surround
know-
yourself with good people in life, and that's been my success in life. Is your family and your friends.
definitely.
Having a body shop and starting business. I mean, I'm, been through that, and it takes a lot of support and help.
Now let me ask you the main question, the three main questions that I always ask when they come here and sit down with us and talk about the experiences about health, nutrition, and fitness. What would be the three things that you could give as an advice to someone either starting or already into fitness for nutrition, health, and obviously fitness?
One thing I always tell people.
One for each one.
Well, there's one thing that can go. It's just for me. a good mindset. Slow and steady wins the race.
Slow and steady wins the race.
You know, it's there's a lot of people that'll come out, set goals that are obtainable. So when you first start out in trying to get into training, be honest with yourself, your lifestyle. You know, if you have young kids, your job, what time, you know, if you can't get in 5 days a week, set a goal for 2 days a week.
But set up a goal.
Set a goal. You know, it's like when we saw the admiral that did that speech. You know, you got to accomplish something. The first thing in your day, you should wake up and make your bed.
And that's the first thing every day. That's your goal.
To accomplish something, it's discipline.
Discipline.
It's discipline over motivation.
Definitely.
It's discipline. Definitely. You know, it's like people, I need that song on. What?
No, you don't.
To do a workout? I'd be hard pressed, and I've told them this. Tell me somebody that's heard the song while they were in the middle of a competition.
No.
Because when they say 3, 2, 1, go,
you don't hear
all I hear is
nothing.
background noise.
Yeah.
And I'll pick up a few voices of people that I trust that are giving me cues.
Yeah. Like breathe, like
Whatever,
push.
that's what I'm saying. So again, it's not the motivation; it's the discipline.
Discipline that you have.
So you know, try to start out a routine that you can
Follow.
be successful at.
Yeah.
You know, 2 days turns into 3. You know, we talked about your girl.
Yeah, 3 to 4, 4 to 5.
For her, it's going to be learning. Her job now changed, her hours. It's going to be learning how to get up and do this in the morning. It's an adjustment.
True.
You know, so for me, it's, you know, try to do an obtainable goal, because as you become successful, then the motivation, then it's easier to roll it into more days a week.
Do you think it's important for health? For as long as, as you grow older, is it really important to be consistent into fitness?
Oh, absolutely. Still, and again, you know, as you get older, you may be able to train 5, 6 days a week.
Yeah.
Okay, and as you get older, you may still come to the gym 5, 6 days a week, but they shouldn't be all out 100% days.
Yeah.
I don't think physically, you know, that's going to work well for you. I can tell you from experience, hard pill to swallow when I had to actually tell myself I can't go this hard every day. It doesn't.
It's not working out.
Oh yeah,
it's hurting.
It hurts. It hurts. It's just it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So again, being honest with yourself, you know, and you know, what is your goal when you start your fitness journey? You know, if you've never done anything, it should just be to you know, gain a reasonable amount of health, muscle. You know, we know the argument. You need to move some weight. It builds density. As you get older, if you don't have bone density and muscle mass, because that's the one thing age is going to take from you. It's going to strip it. You just become, you know, brittle. You know, people get hunch over and stuff. It's not rocket science.
It's really just.
You know, the myth, I can't lift anything heavy. We're not saying you have to go crazy heavy, but you need to move weight. You know?
But.
Oh. That's for me from a training perspective. You know, nutrition always plays a factor.
Nutrition, yeah, definitely.
Always.
That's what my brother tells me all the time.
It always plays a factor. And again, what you can get away with when you're younger.
Different than what
As
you can get away
you
from
get
now.
older, the stuff that you could shed in the off season that you put on in the winter months doesn't go away as fast in the summer months.
So now you got to be careful in what you're eating.
You know, your metabolism changes; it slows down. Maybe for whatever reason you're not getting to the gym as often, so that means now you can't eat. You can't take in the same amount of calories, and you certainly can't take in bad calories.
Now, in your fitness journey, what will be one thing that you said that it was the hardest thing to, apart of the ego, apart of everything that you had to change? What is the hardest thing that you had to endure while going into your fitness journey?
Wow. I never thought about it. I mean, it didn't. It's hard to put that in perspective because I never looked at it as
it was hard because you were just doing it.
Yeah, it was just. It was just more something that was motivated me to continue because I wanted to see, well, how much more can I get out of this?
Where can I go?
Can I lift a little more? Can I
compete in this one?
And that's almost like not just in fitness. It's almost everything you touch. I have that personality that it's all in or it's nothing.
And you're all in all the time.
My wife brought me to a softball game with her company. This is years ago. And, I played baseball, and that was my main sport. And you just play all out. That's just the way. And to go play a softball game and everybody's watching people not know how to run to first base and this, that, and...
Or even hitting the ball.
I came home and I told my wife, I says, I'm never going to play in one of those again. She goes, can't you just do anything for fun? Fun to me is
different.
Having a certain amount of ability at it.
Yeah.
And giving it your all.
Your all.
And that's just what everything you do. So, training just became that.
Fun.
Yeah.
Your moment, your time, your personal space, whatever people want to call it.
I always trained in the morning because that was the only time I really had that was free time. So I'm a 5 a.m. trainer too. I used to work out.
I know. I heard that you come in 5.
I coach now at 5 because I'm up. That's just my lifestyle and stuff.
What time you go to bed, if you don't mind me asking?
About 11. I don't require a lot of sleep. I just require good sleep, quality sleep.
Quality.
Yeah. So
if
I go to bed too early, I'll wake up. Then I'm all screwed up. I don't use an alarm clock. I wake up the same day, same time, within 2-3 minutes.
Like over everything that we have spoke that is it's really motivating just to see you even coming back to the gym, training with us, still teaching, giving classes. A part that you're 64, 60.
Yeah, it's funny because everybody says it's a number. It's just I don't even it's a number that comes up in conversations.
Only when people ask for it, but at the same time,
yeah, but it's not like I think about it. I worry about it. It is.
And a lot of the members are also older, and they're still here. They're still working out. They're still putting the time in.
Yeah, it's funny that I got to a lot of the members that started on with us.
Still here.
Still here. Linda is probably one of the
oldest member.
Third member maybe. And she's still here and doing phenomenal. Watch Steve, who I know for years. Steve Angelini.
I want to be able to sit
that
down
story,
with him
yeah,
too.
what I'm saying for a guy that could barely walk.
And now
he told me, I could never do this, and I said, you're going to do it one day with me, and I got him finally in here, and that was 5 years ago now.
I know. I heard this story, and I want to get him into that chair.
And you watch a lot of people, make transitions and gains that they thought were unimaginable, untouchable, and I would just tell them, slow and steady.
Slow and steady. I think I'm going to remember that for now on. Slow and steady will win the race.
Some people can come out of the gate, but then if they don't stay with it and you drop off, show me what you have over a long period. That's what I can bank on.
Yeah.
When it's not the guy that can start and can't finish.
It's the guy that can start and finish.
The people that can finish are the ones that are successful.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is. It's not.
I think we have gone through some of those moments that I felt, even Edwin, my brother, we felt like we were not going to finish, but we did. And I think those moments are like what matter at the end, even though we are very competitive between all of us. And those moments, we're like, we're going to finish before you. I'm going to beat you, blah, 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 blah.
Well, that's good.
But when it comes down to it, we finish. We're like, we're good.
Everybody's just happy to be done.
Yeah.
And that's where, not to jump off topic, but CrossFit got a bad name. Oh, it's too competitive. Everything's got to be... No, it's what you make of it.